A few months ago, my daughter asked me, "Dad, have you ever won an award?" And I said, "No, actually, I haven't." And now I have, and it's really exciting. So thank you. The thing I wanted to say is I didn't grow up in the theater. I grew up as an obsessive, slightly annoying band geek who was convinced that I would be the next great saxophone player, which didn't pan out. But what's incredible to me is that years and years of being a musician and trying to tell my story through music, only very late in life, relatively, the last closing minutes of grad school, did I realize that the giant, strange musical things I was trying to create were actually musicals. And largely that's because many of the people in the worlds I was in didn't really know very much about musicals. And this award is such a big deal to me because it feels like, for the first time, that the world of theater is sort of saying what you're doing is theater, and we appreciate that. And a lot of times people come to my musicals and reviewers say, "That was pretty cool, but it's not a musical." And what I know about Jonathan Larson that's so incredible is that he demanded an openness aesthetically and musically for what was allowed into the musical theater. And he demanded that we be more broad and more open-minded and more adventurous in the musicals that we create. And to be part of that in any way, in any small way, and to be recognized by this family and by the American Theater Wing is truly and utterly unbelievable. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Am I going to give this away? And then the last thing I want to say, they said if it's too long, then it probably is. It is I just want to thank my parents who are here tonight for supporting me. For believing me when I told them I was going to be a professional bari sax player. And to my wife and my children for bearing with me as I provide for them by writing quirky musicals. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke, every egg within 100 miles. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke, every egg within 100 miles. Popped like a soda can in the freezer. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke, every egg within 100 miles. Cracked like a wine glass in a cartoon when the opera singer sings. Diner line cooks were at a loss, restaurant owners cried, bakers improvised with soy milk and bananas. Clerks and bag boys at every grocery store set about toweling the mess, pushing the white and yellow goo into bags and drains and puddles. Yolks rolled down aisles, pipes clogged, roaches and ants ate well. Scientists mused and were briefly sought out by confused local news affiliates to explain the occurrence. What had happened was quite simple, but what they couldn't explain was why it had never happened before. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke, every egg within 100 miles popped like bubble wrap.
Even after weeks had gone by, people all over the world were hesitant to buy eggs. Prices dropped, but it wasn't the mess that people were scared of. It was the fact of the invisible connection between every egg that freaked them out. People were scared, and I could understand why. If my eggs were somehow linked to my neighbor's eggs through the invisible fabric of space-time, and at any moment there could be some sort of unexplained, synchronized, destructive resonance between them, then forget it. I'll go without eggs.
I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke. Every egg within 100 miles blew up like a china cabinet in an earthquake. I bark at you, I shake more, I hold on to grains of truth. Wet noodles, I'll be fine, only be good and all will be well. I am princely and forgotten, and forgetting I am hanging on around the edges. I am singed and infringed upon peacetime music. Glassy dream ballets left unfinished, the possibility still twitching like a motion sensor nightlight. Lovely but awake, so many notes, so many holes left to be dusted. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke. Every egg within 100 miles. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg broke. Every egg within 100 miles. I wrote a song once, and when I sang it, every egg